Have you ever wondered where some of history's most important artifacts are kept? From the rifle used to assassinate John F. Kennedy to Anne Frank's diary. It's natural to assume they're being kept safe in museums and the like. Still, memorable pieces of the past could be closer to your home than you think. While many of these historical objects are indeed on display in reputable museums, others were simply tossed aside and never thought of again. Some are even in the last place you'd guess. Just take a look and see where these 15 famous objects from history's most memorable moments ended up. Before we get started, take a moment to please subscribe to our channel, leave us a comment, and give us a like. Number 1. Bonnie and Clyde's car, on display at a casino in Primm, Nevada. This was the vehicle in which famous murderers and robbers Bonnie and Clyde were ambushed and killed by police. Spectators can actually get a remarkable up-close glimpse of the bullet-riddled exterior of the Ford V8. Number 2. The Tesla Power Circuit. Built in 1899 in Nikola Tesla's laboratory in Colorado Springs, this circuit was responsible for powering the inventor's famed coil. Unfortunately, many of his items, including the circuit, were burned or auctioned off. Number 3. The original Winnie the Pooh. Who knew that beloved children's book character and his friends were actually inspired by real stuffed animals? English author A.A. Milne gifted the bear to his young son, Christopher Robin, on his birthday. The toys were eventually donated to the New York Public Library in 1987. Number 4. The Holy Lance. Experts have suggested that this artifact, which is allegedly the spear that pierced Jesus' side while he was on the cross, actually hails from the 7th century AD. It can be on display at the Imperial Treasury at the Hofburg Palace in Vienna, Austria. Number 5. The rifle used to assassinate John F. Kennedy. When Lee Harvey Oswald shot and killed President John F. Kennedy on November 22, 1963, this was the rifle he used. It's now stored at the National Archives facility in College Park, Maryland. Number 6. Galileo's telescopes. Galileo Galilei is widely regarded as the father of observational astronomy, and his telescopes are, naturally, highly coveted. Enthusiasts eager to take a peek at one of the instruments can find them on display at the Museo Galileo in Florence, Italy. Number 7. Benito Mussolini's car. The leader of the National Fascist Party and his mistress, Clara Petacci, were arrested in his 1939 Alfa Romeo after he escaped from prison to seek asylum in Switzerland. Later, American Army Major Charles Pettit ended up with it. It was eventually auctioned for $2.1 million in 2015. Number 8. Abraham Lincoln's top hat. The late presidential's iconic top hat was the one he was wearing when he was assassinated in 1865. It featured a black mourning band to remember his son Willie. Now people can see it for themselves at the Smithsonian's National Museum of American History. Number 9. The Diary of Anne Frank. Of course, millions of people have read the best-selling reprint of the Jewish teen's diary that documented her family's harrowing experience during the Holocaust. You can see the real version at the Anne Frank House in Amsterdam. Number 10. The Dead Sea Scrolls. Containing the second oldest manuscripts from the Hebrew Bible, these documents are hugely important to human history. The incredible scrolls are now owned by the State of Israel and are rumored to be kept in the Israel Museum. Number 11. Lewis and Clark's compass. Purchased in 1803 in preparation for the duo's American expedition, the pocket compass was eventually gifted to Captain Robert A. McCabe. In 1933, however, it was given to the Smithsonian Institute. Number 12. The Rosetta Stone. As the first ancient Egyptian bilingual text unearthed in 1799, this stone, which dates back to 196 BC, allowed researchers to decipher the meaning behind hieroglyphic language. It can now be found in London's British Museum. Number 13. Ed Gein Stone. When the infamous murder's grave marker was stolen in 2001, there was little hope it would ever be recovered. Then a photo of the object popped up on social media many years later, and authorities were able to track it down. It's now housed in the police department in Plainfield, Wisconsin. Number 14. The Shroud of Turin. Over the years, the authenticity of the artifact, said to have been Jesus' burial shroud, has neither been confirmed nor denied by the Catholic Church. Nevertheless, it sits on display in Turin, Italy at the Royal Chapel of the Cathedral of St. John the Baptist. Number 15. The Spruce Goose Airplane. Designed with the help of famous recluse and aircraft designer Howard Hughes, the H-4 Hercules was a World War I prototype for a flying boat and was only flown once. Now aviation enthusiasts can see it on display at the Evergreen Aviation Museum in McMinnville, Oregon. Without ways to preserve these items, there's a chance the occasions they marked would have been forgotten forever. Thankfully, we can continue to learn from them. Share these incredible historical objects with your friends below. Before we get started, take a moment to please subscribe to our channel, leave us a comment, and give us a like.